Oh my lord. Ooh. Good afternoon, people. There's a little lamb meat, yeah, falafel rice. You know? Mm. Mm. Right. Feel a little bit more to live a little bit more better. No, excuse me. There's nothing wrong with that sometimes, you know? There's nothing wrong with paying a little bit more to experience a little bit. You may be fooled by the quick gimmicks, things like that, to be some comfort to the now or the temporary gains and things of that nature. But I find to realize that don't allow others their pressure and stress to affect yours. Okay? I got my rice here, you know? I gotta put some of this on here because this spice right here, oh my lord, Jesus Christ. What was my nose is running, it's not. Oh, excuse me. But that's ideally the best thing to do, you know? Is to live a good life, you know? You only have one of them. Unless you're a vampire and you secretly have two. Or some ancient, creature or something. So, I've been working on this thing, and there's been this huge blizzard. Hi. There's been this huge blizzard that came across America. I've been running ads for my clients, and it's been hella stressful, to be honest with you. And, hey, how's it going? And, particularly Facebook ads. But I came to realize that Facebook ads doesn't have um, the potential, the traction that I'm looking for. I'm well. Thank you for asking. And and from where are you? I'm Native American, Cherokee specifically. But getting back to the point, Facebook ads doesn't really have the instant gratification or the pull that I'm looking for. So a lot of times, you guys keeping me distracted from eating food. I have to eat. I got to eat. But oh my Lord, Jesus Christ, that is so rich. You, America, the country of the United States of America. I'm full-blown American, Native American specifically. I'm Native American, Cherokee, if you want to know the tribe. So you can say, yeah, I'm full Cherokee. But yes, I live in America. Grew up in the country. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. The question is, are you Native as well? You say you are too. That's pretty cool. I traveled over to the West Coast, and I met a lot of Native Americans over there as well. The next stop is to Wyoming. I want to probably take a 3-day vacation over there and probably check out the reserves. You know they have a lot of casinos, right? Well, getting back to the topic. I've been running these ads on Facebook. Just spending money, burning through cash. So I decided I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna spend this money on Google. Because obviously I'm spending money and it's not converting. Sometimes you gotta spend money to get a return. Excuse me, I'm so rude. But sometimes you have to spend money to get a return. And I enjoy Facebook, but it's not ideally the platform that I particularly like because the returns are so terrible. Get you a lot of traction, but the action taken of the audience is not there, you know. But when you go onto other platforms, you see this Dr. Pepper, you know, the girl that made the Dr. Pepper jingle. Like for instance, if I go on my phone here, right? Go on my phone, and the first thing I do is you might pull up Google. So the first thing you do is say Google, right? It's gonna be the first thing you do. Nowadays, you might not even dang gonna type anything on there. Like say, hey, I need a chiropractor. Like a few days ago, I typed this in because I was looking up. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even do Google no more. This is another form of advertising that I honestly think we should look into. It's Apple, because I typed in chiropractor on Apple before I did on Google. Now, if you're an Android user, you may type it on your maps before you do on your search engine. And so I came to the conclusion that maybe if you're advertising on the maps instead of the search engine, obviously if I talk about marketing advertising, it just gets views just goes down. Maybe that's the new form of marketing. So I hit the gym today. I was working these things right here. Top my armpits, my lats. Alright? What a thrilling workout I had. Also the arms, I forgot I did do like 100 curls today. And I did do some pull-ups and some other stuff. Plus I did some dips and stuff. But I find when I go to the gym, I'm only focusing on consistency. I'm not comparing myself to nobody else. I'm not competing with nobody else. How's it going, Camilla? Hope you get your shout out. How's it going, Camilla? Carmilla, if I'm pronouncing it right. I hope I am. Initially, I only focusing on the consistency of the workout. That's it. That's the only thing I'm doing is focusing on the consistency of the workout over time. That's it. Because whatever you do consistently over time, it compounds. That's amazing. They made that with love. They really did. Whatever you do, consistency over time compounds, regardless. No matter if it's marketing, no matter if it's business, no matter if it's working out, no matter if it's whatever you channel your energy to. Because you have to think, like, these two things is called eyeballs, and wherever you point them, that's where you gravitate your energy towards. That's where you point your energy towards. If you focus on you, then you focus your energy back inside yourself. Or if you focus on, let's say, this thing right here, right? I can go on to YouTube on it, right? Watch this. Watch this, right? I'm going on YouTube, right? Watch this. I can click on this.
What really happened with the
They
baby
make it
situation?
so
What happened?
difficult to get out of that little thing.
What really happened with the?
And it just keep going to video to video to video. And that's all a part of the psychological programming. I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking about this stuff, but it's there to keep you in a trance for at least 2 hours. Uh-oh. I don't think I'm supposed to be talking about this stuff. As soon as I start talking about it, my views went down. Excuse me. All right. I'm going to talk about something else because if I talk about that, it gets dangerous. All right. And I'm going to tell you one thing. This food right here is amazing. I can't even believe I'm still biting it. Mm. It's really amazing. It's with the lamb meat on top of the rice with raw tomatoes. How's it going, Summer? The lamb meat on top of the rice with the raw tomatoes. And the lettuce on top of that. Jesus Christ. It's like sex in the mouth. It's amazing. I really enjoy it. I'm gonna end up giving these people a review. And then they gave me the house sauce, the homemade sauce basically. It's so delicious. You're welcome. Hopefully I made you guys smile and have, you guys have a beautiful night. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Is to cause someone to smile. But they surely made me smile with this plate of food here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm considering going into the gym right now. But it depends on how well I finish this plate of food. They're beating Chipotle by arm and a leg. Literally, excuse me. That's so rude of me. How's it going? Alright. And so, yeah. I wish I could share a bite with you. It's the best thing ever. Just that consistency of the gym, man. I'm telling you. I go to the gym, or it doesn't even have to be the gym, You know? It could be simply just going outside and working out and stretching. It could be, I don't know, like just going somewhere and having fun. And country is America. You're the second person to ask me that. I am North American. I am North American. Native again, to be exact. Cherokee, to be, if you want to know the tribe. This is a beautiful plate of fruit, I must tell you that. I think all things in life just comes into being self-aware and more happy with, thyself, or, you know, not in a state where you need something, but in a state where, where you're happy from within. And you asked a question about the ice storm. Yeah, it hit half the country. I think it was around 250 million people. We only have 300 million people here. And so over a third of the country was faced with an ice storm. And it paralyzed, Texas. I'm not originally from Texas, but it paralyzed the people down here. It's very, very cold. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm immune to it, like traveling coast to coast and stuff of that nature. But for those that don't, really get out, it could be, detrimental, a little fearful for them. People that's not used to, driving in the ice, going outside or understanding how to adapt to it. Oh, I'm eating lamb and rice. That's what I'm eating. Lamb and rice. I had decided to get some lamb meat tonight. I was debating on getting this sandwich from a fast food restaurant, and I said no. Why would I make that negative decision? Let me go get some lamb meat, something I'm gonna feel, pretty good about. Yeah, it's pretty good. They have this. It's the family that made it. They have this special sauce. Two sauces. One full of herbs and spices, which is very good for the cold time because it's cold. And you really want to defeat a cold or getting infected with a virus and things of that nature. Spices is pretty good. Your herbs is pretty good. Um, yeah, it's a rich fatty meat. I like it. I like it. I love it. I'm not gonna say I like it. Like is not a good word, but love is an excellent word, choice of word. It's more of a committed word. But like is like it's like lukewarm to like something, but to love something, to love something is different. I love it. I appreciate it, Camilla. I appreciate the subscription or subscribing. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Go lamb and fat tonight. Well, you got me saying lamb and fat, but I mean lamb and rice tonight. And yeah, I'm probably not gonna do the gym tonight. I may, I may. You never know. Um, well, that's awesome. You know, every kid. I was a kid once, a long time ago too, as well. So it's great to be a kid. Enjoy your youth. Don't grow up too fast. I try to tell as many kids as that, and be optimistic and say no to drugs. The decisions you make in your younger years determine the decisions you make in your, the life you live in your older years. Be headstrong, chase your dreams. You know, oh, you're not. Be headstrong, chase your dreams, accomplish as much as you can right now in your younger years. That's what you should do. Just accomplish as much as you can. Like, if you feel like writing, write. Don't think you're too young to do anything. And by the time you get to 16, 17, and you get your license and things of that nature, they could be years ahead of everyone else. And I wouldn't even compare yourself to no one else. Just be ahead of the game. That's it. Stay focused, stay sharp, and ambitious and hungry, and always carry a smile. Like, so many people walk throughout life frowning, not smiling, upset. You know, you don't want to do that. You want to be happy. There's a lot of things that comes with being happy. All right, but I am going to finish this lamb and rice tonight. Yeah, that's it. Eat good food and become tall and strong. Yes, that is completely it. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to eat good food and become tall and strong. Make sure you eat good food too. Don't eat processed food. Don't go to McDonald's or Taco Bell or KFC. Try to do that. Also, I know this is going to be a little unique, but I got a gallon of water here I drink every day. You know, the doctors is gonna say, "Oh, you shouldn't drink a gallon because you're just gonna pee it out." Well, at least your cells is getting clean. And so, yeah, that's you know, I'm gonna tell you this one thing before I get off. I don't know if I'm gonna get off, but I'm gonna tell you this because it's very important. I have to tell you this. If you ever in the midst of making a hard decision, drink a cup of water, and I promise you, you'll make the right decision. All right? Like, just think about that. If you ever in the midst of making a hard decision, just take a sip of water, and you will make a great decision. It's simple. People drink sodas and stuff all the time. Some people don't even like water, surprisingly. But that's one thing that I would recommend everyone do. It's simple, it's small, it doesn't take a lot of effort or energy, but it can change your life. And can I give you an example of math? Yeah, 18 times 2. 36, right? That's math. 3 times 3 times 3. That's it. I'll see you guys in the future.